fold. 5 fold. 6 raise, 200,000. 200. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 all in.
Okay.
6 call.
Yep. Hey, what's that, mate?
Good game.
Awesome.
Done.
What's that?
That's when you get the king of the cut, you don't have to switch it.
Just no sweat, yeah.
I can do that. Don't do that to me, Phil. When you do
I
do
know,
some
mate.
nonsense
Don't jam
in my
into
big
me.
blind.
Don't jam into my razors. I can't do it.
Nice first, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad.
Five
That's
gold
small.
take off. That was easy. I can help it. How are people not profitable? It's crazy.
Alright guys, Brian is coming around doing a split, takes off 500, 1 and 5, $100 each. If you are interested, put your hand up, and we take cash.
4 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 raise, 200,000. 200. 9 fold. 1 all in. 3 fold. 8 fold. Okay. 5 fold. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 fold. 2. 9 raise, 200,000. 2. 1 fold. 3 fold. 4 fold. Heads up. 4 check. 9 check.
What's the delay on this thing?
4 check.
From what I remember.
9 bet, 275. 275,000. raise 200,000. 7-fold. 8-fold. 9-fold. 1-fold. 3-fold. 4-fold. 5-fold.
Players that are registered for the PMO5, we are going to take your 6. This is your 3-minute call. Same as the Sunday LH. If you have registered for Sunday LH, take the bar and see the club. If you are reserved, we'll always see you straight away, don't worry. Just see the TV, and you will get your seat. Alright, we're over on the switch for the King Class 500 over in table number 3. Seat 1 is
Seven-fold.
Rob, seat 2 is Rob, seat 3 is Kevin, seat 4 is Sarah, and seat 5 is
8-fold.
Jeff.
9-fold. 1-fold.
Seat 1 has
3-fold.
7, seat 2 has 5-4, seat 3 has the Rock 7-4 is seat number 4, and then 10-8 in seat number 5. Bob is 7-9-8.
4-fold.
7-1.
5-fold.
10-0.
Yes?
700.
How much?
700.
Is
Yes.
seat 5.
Was that right? 6? Yeah.
6-fold.
All players in the PL5 and the Sunday LH will take a 6. The Irish start in 9 seconds.
Eightfold.
200.
9 raise 200. 200,000. 1-fold. 3-fold. 4-fold.
And you'll be set straight away.
5-call. 6-fold.
Sunday LH players see the fellows back in the room.
Seven call. 3 players.
PL5, your button has been drawn to seat number 2.
7 check.
Seat number 2 in
9
PL5.
check.
Sunday LH, your button has
5
been
bet.
drawn to seat number 5.
250. 250.
Alright, for that 5 players, the Masters are starting at 100 and 200. But they will do a shuffle off and deal.
7-fold. 9-fold. What?
Players and dealers in the 6 pack, you have any one or 2,500, 5,000, 5,000 big one empty. This will be your last one of the entries and re-entries into the business set. Those are Sunday LH 200 to seat 5, with total lines of 100, 200. All tables, you're able to shuffle off and deal.
Nine raise 200,000. 2. 1 fold. fold.
Your eyes have to put the hand up.
7 fold. 8 call. Heads up.
Brian decided to change his mind. The 7.5 total is going to 1 in 10, $50 each. Make it a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to get it to the thing past 500.
check.
If you're interested, put your hand up, $50, 1 in 10. There's a 20K guarantee on this event. So 10 o'clock tonight.
9 bet 150. 150,000. Fold. 1 fold. 3 fold. 4 orange. 5 fold.
I won't do it again.
Six fold. 7 fold. 8 fold. 9 fold. 3 fold.
Right, guys, good afternoon and welcome to the final table of the 100K Invitational at APLPT Southport
5
Sharks.
fold. 6
My name is Liam Murray and I'll be joining you for the remainder of the coverage this afternoon.
7 fold. 8 raise 200,000. 9 fold. 200. 1 One call. Heads up. One check. Eight bet. 150. 150. All in. One all in.
Cool.
Call. Call. 8 call.
Lucky mate.
GG to Paul Vaughan, running into the aces of Gareth Edmonds. Gareth extends his chip lead now,
Kings, aces.
pushing him over 75 bigs, 7.5 million chips.
That's all.
Let's go. More of that, Gary. More of that.
Second place in Hussey with just under 4 million. Damien Shepherd with 3.1. And everyone else fighting it out around that 1 to 1.5 million chip mark. With Jared Marshall,
4 fold.
our shortest stack for 875,000. Still 8.5 big blinds though.
5 fold. 6 fold. Seven fold. Eight raise, 200,000. 9 fold. 2. Call. 3 call. Heads up. 3 check. 8 check. 3 bet, 200,000. 200. Eight call. Three check. All in? 8 all in. Three fold.
Gareth extends his lead out to 8 million.
I'm big now, aren't I?
No.
Was I just big? Oh, you just big? Yeah. Yeah, you were just big. He was just big.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, that's small. Yeah.
180 of you joining us on Facebook. And how many on the YouTubes? 82. 260 odd combined. It's quite a few.
Fivefold.
If you're out there watching, give us a yell. Let us know who you're cheering on. My name, of course,
Sevenfold.
or maybe not of course, you may not be familiar, but my name is Liam Murray, and I'll be looking after you for the remainder of today's stream, as well as the majority of the remaining streams for this series.
Fourfold. Yeah, mine's up. 60,000, 120, 120. 60.
If you are wondering, and I assume you probably are, my very good friend Jordan Bromley has
Sevenfold.
taken off overseas in the pursuit of greatness in his own poker journey.
3 all-in.
So that means that the commentary booth is vacant, and I've stepped in. So, as handsome as that fella is, you've managed to get an upgrade. I am more handsome and more humble than he is. So, it's just me. And I think we'll probably see Jordan step in on a few occasions when he is available. But yeah, Jordan's over in Macau, chasing his own version of poker greatness himself. And you're left with me. 7 remaining on our final table with Gareth Edmonds out in front. Ian Hussey, 3.8 million behind him in second place. And everyone else falling in behind them. Damien Shepherd with 3.5 million. Plenty of play left in this one.
Sevenfold.
Brendan, Jordan
Eight
is
race,
yet
250,
to
250.
get settled in Macau. He is.
Threefold.
He began
Fourfold.
his journey
Fivefold.
yesterday, flying out of Australia. So can't tell you how good his luck has been just yet, or how
6
much
race.
fun he's having. But I know that he's looking forward to an adventure of his very own, playing cash games over there, and probably throwing in the odd tournament as well when time permits. Our 2 chip leaders battling it out. An early position open from Gareth with ace-10 of spades is met with a 3-bet from Ian in the big blind.
8 call. Heads up.
And a call from Gareth. This is about as clean a flop for jacks as you can get. 7-4-5 on the flop. Ian's going to c-bet, it looks like.
6 bet. 500,000.
About half pot, I believe.
500.
Yeah, about 500,000 after making it 450 pre.
8 fold.
A little bit of momentum swinging Ian's way there. That pushes him over the 4 million chip mark. 4.5 million for him then.
Hey, dealers come in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, dear.
Brendan, to answer your question, you've just asked where do I mostly play. I am pretty regular on the tournament scene. I've played almost every 500 to, I guess, 5K in the last 2 or 3 years within Australia. I've had some of my own success and some of my own failures as well. Yeah, no, I've played most of the APL series based out of Southeast Queensland and plenty of travel as well. And then I'm fortunate enough to live in Brisbane where there's some great cash games as well. So play plenty of PLO myself, as well as lots of great Hold'em as well. But we've just extended our family a little bit further. So we've just had our second baby. So this commentary gig allows me to stay involved and, you know, involved with the game I love while being able to work from home, thanks to the magic of Discord. We do have an all-in from Mayrick in the cutoff. Looks to be folded to Wallace in the big blind with ace-3 off. Ace-3 off is probably a hand you'd rather be jamming with yourself rather than calling, so he does let it go. The ace, of course, a very powerful card, but when someone else jams into you, they're not going to be jamming much worse than ace-3 off themselves. Whereas if you're jamming, you can be really controlling the action. But when you're a short stack, ace-3 offsuit starts to feel a lot like pocket aces when you look down at it and you've only got 12 bigs. But he does fold. Aces for Jared Marshall in early position. He will open to 100. Sorry, he'll open to 240,000. Unfortunately for Wallace in the small blind, he's going to find the ace-queen suited. Gareth will fold, and it will get back to Jared, who will quickly call. Action flop. Ace queen with a flush draw. He will brick out and the aces will double. Brendan, my best result. I'm going to say my best individual result was the APL PT inaugural main event. I was fortunate enough to win that main. Was lucky enough to beat 700 and I think 14 people. back in 2022. And my best financial result as an individual player, an individual result was third place in a 5K at Star on the Gold Coast for about 65,000, which was pretty nice for myself and the friends that were supporting me in that event. But yeah, few and far between these victories. So lucky enough to have had several final tables with APL in the Jackstar and Centurion, and then some teams event trophies as well. So yeah, as well as that, I've seen the country and seen a lot of the world as well. Been to Vegas a couple of times. Been lucky enough to play in the main event twice, in 2022, and then again in 2025. My wife and I head across to Vegas last year. I played the main and she played some of the minor events. But yeah, thanks for asking. It's always fun to talk about myself, my favourite topic.
5 fold. 6 fold.
Does anyone else have any questions or things we want to talk about? There's almost 200 of you watching, so surely you want to talk about things other than me. King Jack suited for Jared. He does call. Early position call. It's going to look pretty strong to a lot of these players, so he's going to get some...
90.
He's going to get plenty of respect for his limp there. He does turn the nut straight.
3 bet 300,000. 9 fold.
Hmm? 500, yeah.
In the Facebook
5 fold.
comment stream,
6 fold.
play here is pretty quick. Does the clock ever get called in a tournament like this? Mate, to be honest, this is pretty quick as far as play goes. I think all of these players are respecting
Sorry? 2 fold.
the structure of the tournament. So, for example, it's a 30-minute blind level, but we are now towards the pointy end of the tournament. Stacks are getting a bit shallower, so everyone's kind of in the same position, aside from our chip leader. So they're all pretty incentivized to try and get through the hands. Some of the other tournaments in the APL schedule do have a shot clock, speaking mostly about the Centurion, which now features a shot clock. But yeah, no shot clock in this event. Everyone just seems to want to get on with it because of the fast-paced structure that we most often see in final tables.
Is it?
Good flash.
Yeah.
Still 7 left.
Kinda.
No, just 5 fold diamonds. 6 folds.
Bonnie asked, who is the most experienced player results-wise at this final table? I think it is most likely the most experienced would be Gareth Edmonds, our chip leader. Gareth is a Gold Coast regular, and you can often see him deep in the last few tables of the Jackstar or even the Centurion, I believe. So Gareth's probably got some more experience than most other players on the feature.
260.
But I know that Ian Hussey's been around for a long time as well. I've had the
8 fold.
experience of playing with Ian often.
3 fold.
Pocket Eights is going to raise to 260,000, and he's going to get it through, raising off 10 bigs. And getting it through as Mayrick in the big blind finds the king 4 off. Josh, my favourite tournament in Australia would probably be the Centurion. It is the best of the best. Best of the best that Australia has to offer. And skill generally prevails with a structure like that. 100,000 start stack and a very deep structure.
Still.
Should have kept quiet.
Play the pineapple hand. Discard.
Yeah. You get to choose.
Yellow 3.
Kill 3. 6-fold. 7-fold.
Jack 3 suited for Gareth under the gun. King Queen suited for Jared on the button. He starts the game. He starts the hand with 12 bigs. Probably a pretty strong argument for jamming this one, but he does choose to raise. And gets it through. Brendan, you've just asked a question about, are these players ranked? Now, the great thing about this particular tournament, everyone here in 2025 was victorious in one of the APL PT events around the country. So of the 338 players who entered this tournament, everyone had a win. So yeah, I guess if we are talking about rankings, they've all ranked first in one of the tournaments around the country. Ace King suited for Gareth in early position, and the chip lead, I imagine we'll see an open.
It raised to 250. 3-fold. 4-fold. 5-fold.
10-9 off for Ian in the big blind. He will be defending this one. Our two chip leaders battling it out. Well, that's about as good a flop as Gareth could hope for. He has flopped top pair with the nut flush draw. This one is a range bet. Well, this one smacks Gareth's range, but he's got such a strong hand, he does decide to check back. Not much on the turn for Ian. And my history with Ian would probably lean towards he's going to be pretty passive going forward in this hand. Gareth's going to be screaming for some value and will bet the turn. Looks to be about 180,000 and does get it through. Dave, did I cash in Vegas and did I find it a different level? Yeah, I did. I did find it a different level, and being fortunate enough to play the main event, being a 10,000 US buy-in, it is a tournament like no other. One of the slowest structures in the world and a 2-hour level. You really just aren't forced to play the bad hands. So I played for about 3.5 days, and that last day and a half, I think maybe Ace Queen offsuit was the best hand I was dealt. So it was a pretty frustrating tournament, but unfortunately didn't cash that one, but did have some other cashes, but not the main event, unfortunately. 7 suited for Jared in the hijack.
Four fold.
10-8 off for Paul on the button. Looks like he will be bluffing this one and
20.
chooses to raise. 320. King Jack for Wallace in the big blind. I imagine this will be a hand he won't be folding, whether he chooses to call or jam. He's not going to love it,
7 call.
but he does call. King Jack versus 10-8. Queen 9-4. A gut shot for Wallace and 10 high for Paul.
5 check.
Does check back. Turn is a king. That's going to give the green light to Wallace. Certainly won't be folding, but will he be betting?
7 goes 300.
I think the graphics might be slightly wrong. It looks as though Wallace does have a few more chips than the graphic lets us believe.
We will begin starting in just 2 minutes' time. That's all the Sunday track players. Please start to take your seats now. Anybody with a entry slip into the Sunday track, please come to the front of the room. We will get you to see it straight away. Once again, if you do have a Sunday track ticket, please make your way to the front of the room as soon as possible. Entries will be locked out in just over 1 minute's time. Final call on Sunday track players, please take your seats. Less than 1 minute remaining on the race. Anybody with an entry slip, make your way to the front of the room.
King 5 for Wallace, he will call. And Gareth with 7-6 off. Gareth does raise
8 raise to 330.
to 300 and looks to be 30. 330.
And 7 fold.
Wallace lets it go. Gareth does get it through and collects some additional chips. Still over 7.5 million for him, 4 million for Ian, and our short stack Paul Marcus with 6.8 blinds or 810,000.
Ace to 360, 360,000.
Very last call, anybody with Sunday Super Stack ticket, please make your way to the front of the room. Entry for the tournament is now closed.
8-fold. 9-fold. Yep.
Had a limp from Jared in early position with King Queen off, and Ian has isolated with Ace 7 off, and looks like Jared let it go. I think if you're choosing to limp a hand like King Queen, yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I can't get behind it. I don't really understand Jared's thoughts there. He's definitely got his own thoughts as to why he did it, but yeah, he's still got 15 bigs, so still plenty of play left. But you can't be calling and then folding to a single raise too often, especially with a hand as good as King Queen. Ian was, of course, at the bottom of his range, as in he won't be doing it with worse hands than King Queen off, but Ace 7 off is probably one of the worst aces he would raise as well. So, yeah, interesting hand, but we will move on. Jack 10 suited for Ian now in the hijack. He will open. Jared in the big blind. I did see him earlier 3-bet pocket fours versus the middle position open, but this time he elects to call. Pretty safe flop for pocket fives, and he will jam almost immediately. Ian won't be calling, but a little bit of Hollywood before deciding to fold.
6-fold.
Jacob in the Facebook comments has asked, how long would I wait before calling the clock? Mate, it all depends on the situation. If someone's just stalling for, stalling for the sake of it, I might gently remind them after a minute. But if they're not someone who takes too often, if there's someone who doesn't take very long in almost every other time, I'll try and be pretty respectful of them taking time. But yeah, generally in a structure where there's a blind raise every 30 minutes or so, I'd probably think about calling the clock after a minute or so. But again, it's pretty uncomfortable to do that. So, yeah, there's been times where I've just politely asked the table if we can increase the speed of play, and sometimes people forget or they don't realise how long it's actually been on them. So you can always be polite, but you're well within your rights to call the clock as well. All right, so we've got a raise from Ian in early position, a 3-bet from... No, sorry, it looks as though a call from Gareth. Pocket fours behind for Mayrick in the big blind. He's getting a pretty good price, but he's very, very short. So he can't really afford to be giving too many of his big blinds away. Unfortunately, if he did jam, he would get called pretty quickly by Gareth. Ian is probably going to need to let it go. King Jack suited not going to be good enough, I don't believe. Unless Ian does turn his hand into a bluff and jam behind, which will then make it impossible for Gareth to call. But of course, Ian can't know that.
865. 865,000.
Really, you aren't worried about?
6-fold.
He does let it go. Gareth will call pretty quickly, I believe.
Can we just do the 500?
Oh, sorry, bro.
I call.
Call. Big call.
All in call. Pocket eights do call. Jamie, I'm not sure if we both saw the same thing, but it did look like pocket tens folded. Turn is an 8. Gut shot for pocket fours. Will not get there. Unfortunately for Merrick, we do see the end of him. A valiant 7th out of 338 players, which will see him finish with $3,750 in prize money. Good for him.
Buys at 80,000.
And not bad from the free invitational seat he received after winning his trophy last year.
No, I absolutely would check that one. Yeah. I probably would check that one.
Yeah, I think I saw 10s as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. There's nothing I can say. I would not have been folding 2 10s myself. Nisa, sorry. That makes a lot of sense. Pocket 10s were dealt in, but they weren't at the table, so their hand is dead. So we had, I believe.
This raised to 320,000.
I believe, yeah. Sorry, it makes sense now. Damien was away from the table when when he was dealt the 2 10s. And you are correct, Mr. McGlashan.
7 all in.
Pocket 10s would have lost.
Big fold. 9-fold.
Some action again. Got an open to 320,000 from Ian with King Queen suited. Palmer Marcus with King Jack suited in the big blind. And we've had a rejam. Sorry, we've had a jam from Ace Queen off in early position as well. It's going to be annoying, but King Queen suited is a pretty good hand. It may be too many chips for Ian to call, though. Nope. He does flick in the call. King Queen suited against Ace Queen off. And going to need 1 of 3 kings or 3 of all of the clubs. See how we go. What do you reckon about that flop, Mr. Hussey? Pretty good when you've got King Queen against Ace Queen. Flop a king and 2 clubs. That is our 6th place finisher, Wallace Amarasana. Will finish in 6th. Good for $4,750. Congratulations to Wallace. All you can do is get it in good. And Ace Queen versus King Queen is about as good as you can hope for.
With all the lines and everything. So priced in.
I guess 160.
Dropping like proverbial flies, they reckon.
Yeah, I guess the line of the 5 fold.
80, what?
Yep.
100 and... $300 of you at home watching along, I won't ask you to tell me if you're watching because there's too many people to say hello to, but
It rose to 325.
thank you very much for joining us. My name is
Threefold.
Liam Murray. I am one of the APL commentary team. My very good friend Jordan Bromley has handed me the reins while he gallivants overseas,
Six call.
off on a journey to Macau himself. An open from Gareth in early position with ace 6 off, and Ian defends the big blind with pocket 4s. Flop of king 8 deuce. Pocket 4's probably not going to be folding just yet. There's not a huge amount on the flop that will be scaring pocket 4s. Of course, plenty of early position opens will contain a king X, but can't see Ian folding just yet. That is a flop that will miss a lot of Gareth's opens. Ah, I don't know anything. Apparently, if they bet, they have it, so you just have to fold. No, but yeah, look, that's one of those things. I'm watching from my own perspective of the game, and I try not to comment too much about what people are doing because quite often, the way I see things, they do the opposite.
I guess 80 at the front is.
And that is one of the ways that they do the opposite.
Nine rose to 400. 400,000. Three all in. Fivefold.
Just 5 remaining in the 100K Invitational. All of these guys playing off for 30,000. Up top, 16,000 for second, 11,000 for third, 8,000 for fourth, and 6,000 for fifth. Plenty of biscuits available, plus a beautiful trophy and a great way to get your 2026 poker calendar filled out. Have had a blind increase now, so unfortunately for Paul, he is looking to have about 2.5 blinds in the cutoff. Facing an early position open, he's going to have to let that one go. 6-4 off, not going to do the deed. Ace Queen for Jared, pocket 8s for Gareth. I would like to see Gareth call here. Because
Eight raised to 475.
no,
Ninefold.
I'm wrong. I don't know what I want to see. Looks like Gareth's raised. Gets it through.
Thank you for the satellite that has been played in the side room. Anyway, we can register Victoria Kings Radio. We'll get started. Just under 10 minutes in the side room. that doesn't want to get involved in the flesh and want to actually play a satellite for the pink past 500. 10 minutes to register before the game starts in the side room.
Now our short stack Paul is under the gun with Jack Deuce suited. Blinds are 80, 160, 160, and he has 410,000. He's going to rip it. Jack Deuce of the Clovers.
Big fold. 9 fold.
Unreal result for Paul. He does get the jam through. Yeah, a few of you guys referencing referencing the fold there with Ace Queen. I agree, it's probably too good to fold, but in an ICM dynamic like this, maybe Jared is respecting just how powerful 13 big blinds is. That could be a reason why he folded Ace Queen off, facing a 3-bet from the chip leader out of position. Potentially. Or maybe he knows that he's just about to get kings and aces twice in the next 2 orbits. You never know. But no, I would personally like to see him take a stand with Ace Queen. But it's not to be. Still 5 remaining. Our chip leader Gareth has 9.5 million. Second place 4.9 for Ian, and Damien Shepherd in third with 2.4. Jared and Paul sharing 2.6, 2.7 between them.
I was going to shove, I was thinking about it. But I had a shit anyway. Just see. But yeah, you got to call no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had a good hand.
Might as well.
I think good for heads up.
Good afternoon, Evie.
Wait, so.
Hopefully you and Con are having a great Sunday.
Fold. 3 fold.
King 10 suited for Paul on the button. This will have to be it. He is going to send it in. Ian, our small blind, probably going to get out of the way. Gareth won't love it, but he will likely call, I think.
Big call.
Queen 3 against King 10 suited. 1 in 4 times Gareth will win. The rest will be Paul's with the King 10. King 10 will double.
Still alive.
410.
Plenty of love for Damien Shepherd in the Facebook chat. Go Damo, you've got this legend. Everyone back in Tassie will be cheering you on, mate. I know I am from Warrnambool in Victoria, from Ian Swain. Thank you very much, Evie. Adding a second child to the family has been pretty challenging, but a blessing all the same. So very thankful for a happy, healthy son and a maniac toddler who all he wants to do is love on his brother. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. Thank you for the congratulations. Peter, what's your favourite goofy opening hand? I like 4 deuce. Won a few pots with that. All of my friends, Peter, have read most of my hand histories, and a lot of them are goofy. It's the reason I'm in the commentary booth, and it's not because I'm disciplined. Yeah, look, apparently this Damien Shepherd guy must be a pretty good fella. Lots of love going on in the comments for Damien. Got a raise from the button with pocket 8s from Ian and Gareth in the small blind with pocket 9s. Jack 6 suited for Damien in the big blind. He'll have to get out of the way, but our 2 chip leaders are probably going to be battling this one out. Gareth does flick in the 3 bet.
It's to 925. 9 fold.
Is Ian going to take a stand? Are pocket 8s good enough to take a stand against a 3 bet like this when you're in position? I think this Damien Shepherd might be the mayor of wherever he's from. Pocket 8s feels pretty good, but it is a very awkward depth
Call.
to play this hand.
6 call.
We say awkward depth because there's not going to be a lot of flops that he loves, aside from a flop containing an 8. And he's going to face aggression from Gareth as the pre-flop raiser pretty often, so it's going to be difficult to continue. This is one of those flops that he's going to be in a lot of trouble on. 3 deuce deuce. Gareth with the option. You can imagine we see Gareth lead the flop. Gareth's pocket 9s, of course, need a lot of protection against most of Ian's open and call range.
That's 750,000.
What I mean by that is Gareth doesn't really want to give Ian any free cards with a hand like, let's say, Ace Queen or King Queen, or even a hand like Queen Jack suited, Jack 10 suited, something like that. So Gareth probably needs to try and protect his pocket 9s against a lot of that range that Ian will call a raise with. So we can see Ian in a really tough spot now. Can he call one more? Yes, he does.
6 raised to 1,500,000.
I don't think that's a raise. I think it's a call. No, it's a raise. Sorry. Can't see the chips. Puts an immense amount of pressure back on Gareth. That is a man that is not folding his hand. We have a ginormous pot. Turn is the king.
Big check.
5 million in the middle. 2.5 million. I think maybe it's more. Looks like Ian may have more.
6 check.
Turn is the 5 of clubs. these players just going to try and get to showdown? Or will we see
Big check.
more betting? No, pocket nines are going to take it down. Our chip leader extends to just over 14 million, I believe. Nah, I'm wrong. 11.6.
Goodness.
If Damo wasn't the mayor yet, he is now. I think you guys can start calling him Damien the Mayor Shepherd.
5-fold. 6-fold.
I have a feeling that if Damien can get a little bit of momentum going his way, he'll be right back in this. From everything I've seen from him previously,
8 raise. 350. 350. 9-fold.
Ace-8 for Jared in the big blind. He will come along. Queen-4 suited for Gareth.
Heads up.
In general, Jared has been pretty passive previously.
3 bet. 300.
But we're going to see a lead on this flop for 300,000 with a gut shot. Top pair for Gareth against a short stack. I don't think he'll be going anywhere just yet.
8 call.
Gareth, of course, has one of the worst queens that he'll ever have. And that turn card will mean that Gareth dumps it.
300.
Especially after Jared leads again. Though Jared has gone super small. He's only gone 1.5 big blinds. So he can't be folding just yet. He does call.
Three bet. 300. Eight call. Ace?
Straight.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do I? Oh, look at that. Sneaky bugger.
Six fold. Eight fold. 9 raise.
Billy in YouTube,
320.
Yeah, sorry.
I missed your comment earlier, but yeah, this is the final table, mate. All of these guys played day one yesterday, and they came back with about 25 players remaining, and they are down to 5 today. So we will be playing through to a winner.
Can you make it 80?
Just seen Damien open from early position with Ace King off.
One red. One red. 5 fold.
And he's going to get it through. Paul Marcus letting go of the King 8 off.
Eight fold. 9 fold. 3 fold. 5 fold. 9 fold. 3 fold. 5 fold. 6 fold. 8 check. Heads up. 6 check.
9-7 suited for Ian. And 2 pair for Gareth.
8 bet. 225.
Gut shot and a flush draw for Ian.
225,000.
I think he'll be calling. Can't see much reason to raise.
6 call.
Wants to try and realise as much of his equity as he can. Turn is an ace. Range versus range, it doesn't really hit either of them.
6 check.
Gareth going to increase the price of poker
Bet. 475.
to be about
475.
475,000.
Call.
Ian does call. 1 in 4 to hit his draw. 5 of clubs will be the gin card for him. Now, what size is Ian going to choose?
All in? 6 all in.
Does jam.
Eightfold.
8 And Gareth lets it go.
Break time? Yeah, on break. Thank you.
Never bluff in that river anyway, eh?
Okay.
You never bluff in that river.
No, I don't, yeah, I wasn't bluffing, but when you do that, I mean, I don't.
You just never petting me, that's okay. Which one?
On the bluff, they won't play.
It's one of them where it's like, it looks so obvious.
But what can you do?
Like, you just check it back and like, go for a quick break.
I just do 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Right, they're on break, guys. See you in 15 or so. We'll be back to finish this one off. 5 remaining in the 100K Invitational at Southport Sharks. See you in 15 minutes.
5 fold, 6 fold, how much? All in, 8 all in, 9 fold. Okay, raise 5K.
What yours up?
Let's go.
King and 9.
9 space?
Nice.
Yes. Says yes. Yes. C6 and C8. Yeah, when? Ah.
That's it.
Did it feel lighter?
Guys, we are back from the break. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Liam Murray, and I'll be taking you through the remainder of this final table of the 100K Invitational. It is a one-man show at the moment. Gareth Edmonds with 49 blinds, just under 10 million.
5 fold.
Ian Hussey
6
in
fold.
second with 3.6. Jared Marshall in third with 3.4. Damien Shepherd still in the mix with 2 million, and Paul Mamarcus with 650,000.
400.
It's pretty easy to see how Gareth has amassed a chip lead with Ace King suited from the button.
Fold. Six fold. Eight fold.
All in.
9 all in. 3 fold. 5 call.
Ace Jack versus Ace Queen. 2 queens on the flop for Damien the Mare Shepherd, and Paul will be our 5th place finisher for $6,000.
Agents are real. Another week off work.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Well played.
Good luck, mate.
So that's small. 2, 2, please. 200, 200. Thank you. 8 fold.
All in?
9 all in. 3 call. Call. 3 call. 6 fold.
All in and call. Pocket nines versus King 10 suited. King 10 with an up and down, needing an ace or a 9. Unfortunately, pocket nines will bust our 4th place finisher, Damien Shepherd, I believe.
2.9. 2. 2.9. Cover.
Good game, everyone. Well played,
Yeah,
mate.
GG Damien. Great effort today, finishing 4th for $8,000 from the free roll. Not much he could do other than play the hands that he did play. He wasn't dealt too many opportunities to double up, and he did take them when he was dealt the hands to play. So that leaves us with 3. Goliath, of course, Gareth Edmonds with 10 million, Ian Hussey with 3.2, and Jared Marshall with 5.9 million.
We still have the faster wandering around the room doing drink service if you are after any drinks. Raise your hand, we will come and see you.
Call.
Jared has called from the button with
6
King Jack. Ian folds the 9-3, and Gareth in the big blind with pocket 5s. Does look like Gareth is going to elect to open the betting. He's going to raise.
750. 750.
We've seen Jared be quite passive previously. Can't imagine he'll be folding this one, so he does call.
Heads up.
Gareth will need to play the pocket 5s out of position. It's a pretty good flop. Jared does have a gut shot. Now, of all the hands he's going to limp on the button, how many of them will contain a 9 or a 10? Probably quite a few 10s in his range. But I think we'll probably see a bet from Gareth.
Bet 450. 450. Raise 3. Raise 1 million.
Dealers and players in the Sunday Super Stack. Your blinds are 6,000, 12,000 and 12,000 big blind ante. Or 6 4 12 in the Sunday Super Stack.
That is gin for Jared on the turn. Turns the straight. After raising the flop, Gareth is now in absolute no man's land. Jared very quickly checks behind. River is the offsuit 4. Really not much for Gareth to do here other than check.
8 check.
What size will we see from Jared?
3 bet 400.
He's gone quite small. 400,000, just 2 bigs.
Call. King Jack straight.
Straight is going to be good. Gareth, pretty fortunate. Well, unfortunate there, because if Jared had bet a more reasonable size, Gareth would probably have folded. But because Jared had bet so small, unfortunately Gareth did decide that enough of the spades missed, that he does need to call.
Six fold. Eight call. Three check. Heads up.
9-7 suited for Gareth in the small. He will call, and Jared will check back the Queen Jack.
Eight check. Three check. Eight bet. 350. 350. Three fold. Eight fold. Three call. Six check. Heads up. Three check. Six bet. 250. Three call.
Quick bet and a call from Ian, and Jared does call.
Three check. Six check. Three check. Six check. King.
Players in the Sunday and I'll make sure blinds are up next hand. 600, 400, 1200 to 180. The players in the Sunday and I'll make sure blinds are up.
Three fold. Six fold.
Disciplined fold from Ian in the small blind there. Just 12 bigs. Can't really afford to do much else other than jam or fold, I imagine. Does choose to let the 10-6 suited go.
Six fold. Eight fold. fold. 3 call. 6 check. Heads up. 3 check. 6 check. 3 check. 6 check. 3 check. 6 check.
Jack high.
Point 4.
Aces for Jared on the button.
3 call.
He will call. That's a bit sneaky, isn't it? Queen 9 for Gareth in the big blind will check. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite Jared. That flop is enough to get Gareth interested.
8 check. 3 bet. 200. 8 call.
Gareth calls. Turn is a king. Gareth now with a gut shot to go along with middle pair. If it were me, I'd want to see Jared size up considerably, something around the tune of 700,000.
250.
Want to start charging the draws. No, he's gone really small again.
8 call. 8 check. 3 bet. 500,000.
I wonder whether in his life away from poker, does Jared run a dairy farm? Because this is milking Gareth for everything he's got.
Call. Aces.
Another 2 million chip pot going Jared's way.
Fold. 8 call.
Jack 10 suited for Gareth. He will call, and
Heads up.
Jared has checked the ace queen. This is a very unconventional style of poker, but it's working out for him just fine.
8 check.
Gareth with middle pair,
200,000.
Jared with top pair.
200. 8 call.
Gareth does call. Turn is now a 7.
8 check. 3 bet. 400,000. 400.
Information for players in the Sunday Super Stack. We will be raising off the blue 500 chips. We do ask that one player at each table buy these up.
This is such a strange dynamic.
8 check. 3 check.
Because Gareth
Check.
has, I mean, really probably not quite understanding what Jared is up to at the moment. But he can't really do too much because in third spot is Ian with 1.8 million or 9 big blinds. So if Gareth happens to bust to Jared, it would be what we call an ICM disaster. Because, of course, with the short stack still in play, the last thing you want is to bust the guy in first. So Gareth probably trying to navigate what's quite a strange circumstance at the moment. Strange being that Jared's not exactly playing a
8-fold.
playing a standard style of no limit
3
Texas
call.
Hold'em.
6 check.
Timothy, I'm not sure, mate. They are potentially playing pot limit Hold'em.
3 check.
I think the term is rewriting the game tree, Tim.
3 check. 6 check. 3 check. 6 check.
Win one. I thought Jack Eye was going to be good last time.
Fold.
All in.
6 all in.
Can I get an exact amount?
1. 2. 2.2. 2.2.
Pretty wild jam from Ian here. Jack 4 against Ace 4.
8-fold.
Does get it through.
Video's coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Get up. Yep.
All in.
All in. 6 goes all in. 8 fold. 3 fold. Can I get blinds, please? 200, 200.
Top 2 for Ian in the big blind. Just middle pair for Gareth on the button.
6-bet 500,000. Excellent. So I guess mobile the focus. Three fold.
37 ball, 5 dealer, please take a seat.
6 all in.
5 dealer, dealers returning final number 400, 800 and 800 financial please prepare your
And call.
lines. Alright, 5 dealer, dealers please shuffle up and deal. Please, I have registered for the APLPT classic flight number 1. Please head out to the back of the room and take your seat before we issue the final call at
3
time.
million and 600,000.
Sunday, Superstar, your blinds are up
3 million, 6.
16,000 and
That's
16,000
2.5 million. 3 million and 600. Yep, 3 million and 600.
APLPT classic flight 1 players, please start taking your seats. The team is due to commence.
Okay, 125, 250.
Finds on next hand. Six raised to 400,000. Egg fold. 3 call.
Ace 2 suited versus Queen 10. In with a gut shot.
Check.
Guys, I do apologise. I must have missed an absolute monster pot between Ian and Gareth. Unfortunately, I ducked out of the room quickly for family duties. But yeah, I missed the big pot myself as well, unfortunately.
No, it's
You
fine.
can sit here for hours watching every hand, and then if you look away, as luck would have it,
Three bet 700,000. 6 call. Bonds are up. Bonds are 125,000, 250, 250. 250, 250. fold. 3 fold.
I apologise, Opal. I also missed it. Anyway, Gareth is in the small blind with 4 big blinds and unfortunately has the 7 deuce off.
6 raised to 500,000.
Got a raise from Ian to 500,000. Jack 6 for Jared in the big blind. I don't think he'll be defending this one. He does let it go. Another pot going Ian's way, and he does extend his chip lead further.
Alrighty, all players in the Sunday NLH, please finish your current hand and go on a 15-minute break.
Gareth does jam with Queen Jack and will quickly call with 6s. We are off to the races. Gareth in pretty good shape, going to win this one 50% of the time. However, he is going to need to improve. Can Ian bust our 3rd place up? Yep. Pretty tough to win from here. The 4th heart on the turn. We do see Gareth Edmonds finish in 3rd. Great result for him, but he will be pretty frustrated, I imagine. He did have the chip lead for most of the day. One of the more established players in the final table field, so congratulations, mate. Extremely good result. And Ian and Jared now playing it out.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think they want to chop they want to do ICM. Yeah, I think they want to do ICM. Yes, please.
I don't know. How much have you got?
Brandon will come out. Just give him 1 second.
Just discussing ICM. Sure.
So he was big one.
Essentially, what is your chips worth right at this moment? So it's not a percentage shop or anything like that. It's just like you're going to get paid exactly how much you have there based on what the current price is. So purely based on sub counts,
You'd have more than me, right?
Yeah, I've got 10.4 million.
You want to count for you?
You guys are way quicker.
Trying to.
Heads up, because you're such a flip. I don't really want to flip a coin for 14.
Yeah, look, overall, pretty impressive effort from Ian here. He was the short stack, and he's in the driver's seat at the moment. It does look like these guys are looking at ICM numbers. and potentially flattening out the payouts because there is a pretty substantial jump, 14,000 between first and second.
What do you have? What do you have? What do you have?
And from a free roll, it's a pretty big jump, so I can definitely understand why they are looking at numbers.
7, 8,625,000. That's in 4.
It'll be really close. The ICM,
6.
even though there's like 2 million difference,
7.
it'll be almost identical. The amount we get paid out.
How'd you get to 8? How'd you get to 8 there?
Yeah, we did 20.
Yeah, there you go. That's 8. Yeah, 8.425, right?
Just work out, let's find out the numbers and then we'll go for the agreement.
Regardless of what happens, gents, I still do need a winner. So
Yeah,
regardless
for sure.
of what
We're
you
gonna
need the
play.
money, I still need to play it.
Alright, payouts are
It's 30 and 16.
30 and 16.
30,000, 16,000. That's what that is. I need to double check this because my math is not math. What did you say?
Count is
I said it's 10,300,000.
4 million?
It's 25k off 10.4
7,
mil.
8.
8.425.
Yes.
It's something 3. A3.
So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
They're in 5.
17,
They're in 5.
17. What did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12,
4, 6, 8,
10.7.
10 million.
No, it means I counted it wrong.
3, 4, 6, 10.
Yeah, that's 10.
That's 10.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5. So that's 7.
Yeah.
7.
8, 9, 10. 1.1.
1.1. Yeah.
Sorry, 11 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 6,
7.
7.
700.
Yep.
Yeah.
11 million.
11.175.
Yep.
I counted it.
Are you wondering why it's out? Because we removed 500 play. We removed chip set play last night
No, my counts are out.
on this FT.
Yeah.
Okay. What did I say again? 11.1.
11.175.
Yep.
There you
The numbers?
So 23,982, 22, 17.
I'm happy with that.
Well, you got to round it out properly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. 20,
Well done, guys. Nice.
23,980.
All right, guys, it looks like we do have confirmation of a prize pool split.
30, so
I can confirm that Ian has accepted 23,980 and Jared $22,020. So much closer than the original prize.
Just got to round up and down.
And for both of these guys, their free roll
980.
into today's invitational, the 100K Invitational, fully funded by the APL, has resulted in well over $22,000 for each of them. So congratulations, guys. Very, very cool result. And for both of them, I'm sure one of the biggest scores in their careers. I know well overdue for Ian. He's had lots of close finishes. And I imagine we're going to play it out for the trophy. And the glory of the winner of the 30K, the 100K
I
Invitational.
started getting like way hyper aggressive and bluff. I was shoving like Jack 4 off. And then as soon as you started calling, I just had it every time after that point. I was like, that couldn't have happened any better.
Yep. Can I get you to like? Thank you. Since we're gonna still playing out, you're gonna be a small blind. Because you were a big blind before.
Yeah.
And then now you'll be 125,000 and 250,000.
And is it, who's to act first after the flop?
After the flop would be him act first,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then button
I always
act
forget what it
first
is, yeah.
before flop.
Yeah, yeah. that's
Yep.
right, yeah.
Yep.
Big win.
Yeah. What a
Not
day.
bad for 2 days.
Yeah,
worth of
no,
work.
I know, mate.
Whew.
Fuck yeah. I need a new you.
Yeah, I need,
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
a car
yeah.
too, so that works
I
out
think
well.
Brendan wanted it. He just want to pay out.
23,980. Marcy. And then 2202. Good. Look out, please.
I've actually got quite a lot of bigs. We've got a lot of big blinds.
I'm good? Oh, okay, cool. Good to go? Cool.
There you go.
Been a while since I've seen a even prize split, so let's see how the
7
heads up battle
500,000.
per. Let's see how the heads up battle continues.
3 4.
We've just seen open from Ian and
500,000.
a defend
500,
from
and then-
Jared.
Yep. Check. 3 check. 7 check. 3 check. 7 bet 500,000. 3 call. 3 check. And 7 check. Have tens.
Top pair for Jared will take it down.
Check, yep. Check, yep.
Yeah, look, I can definitely agree with some of you guys in the comments. There's a lot of variance in heads-up play, particularly as close as these stacks were. There was only 10 big blinds difference between both players. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from there regarding the ICM difference. But look, to be honest, the difference between 30 and 16 or 22 and 30, you know, it's, wow. We've just had a jam from Jared for 40 bigs.
7.
Ian calls. Ace 9, Queen 7. We are going to see all 5. Oh my God, the river, the 7. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately for Ian, he does make the correct call. And the 7 on the river gives Jared the overwhelming chip lead. Ian with just 500,000 or 2 big blinds remaining.
For the trophy, there was an all-in call with Queen 7 of diamonds versus Ace 9 off.
7, 8.
And Jared has spiked a 7 on the river. We're just doing a count.
25. 9,425,000. 9,425,000.
Crispy, I am able to confirm that they did make a deal. Ian finished with 23,980 and Jared took 22,020. As often does
Ian's
occur
still alive. He still has
when there
chips.
is a prize money split, there is some more wild poker played.
500k.
Can I have a quick count of your chips, please? Yep. Cool. 500. 500 on the
Lua, you are right. It does look like Kingy, but there's not a Dragons jersey on him. I wonder if he runs it straight like Kingy does.
And that's why I wanted to do an ICM.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't. No. I'm happy, man. That's sick. Like you said, 14K is a
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
seven. For me first. And 7 go all in.
We can get you in the bronze.
Eights against 10 deuce.
Jared's Paul, we have 10 fill hearts with pocket ace, 10-2 with Ian is at risk. The flop is ace, 8, 6.
Set of eights will seal the deal.
All over.
Champion.
Full house on the river.
Jared Marshall. He is out 20.
Congratulations to Jared Marshall, who is the winner of the APLPT
Well done, guys.
100K Invitational. Commiserations to Ian, who finished in second. Ian Hussey. Great result for the both of them, taking well over $22,000 each after a prize pool split. But I think that'll be me for the next few days. Streaming will continue later in the week, and you can keep an eye on the APL Poker Facebook page for the stream schedule. My name, of course, Liam Murray, and it's been a pleasure looking after you for this event. I'm off to play the $500 tournament at Sharks. I've got to go and bathe my kid and then head off. So I'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Videos and 6 seconds, 10,000, 20,000.